Igbo people will know if to quit Nigeria by 2022, ending Ohanaeze Youth. The national president of the Ohanaeze Youth Council, Igboyaka, has said that the only remedy for Nigerians' maladministration is voting someone of Igbo extraction as Nigeria's president in 2023. The OYC leader also revealed that Southeast people of Nigeria will know by the end of 2022 whether to remain as part of the country or not. I don't really think it takes Igbos that long. I mean, generally, with the amount of agitation that is going on there for a self-determined state, it's pretty clear that they don't need to wait any longer. In fact, they'd want this to be early as possible. Igboyaka, sorry, I can't pronounce his name. He disclosed this in an interview, an exclusive one with Daily Post on Thursday, adding that Nigerians will do themselves a favor if they select the next president from the Southeast region. Nigerian president of Igbo extraction is a favor to all Nigerians, not even to Indigo. In fact, the deliverance of Nigeria from the shackles of bad leadership in the coming of an Igbo person in 2023 to govern Nigeria. Oh, wow. So you really think so? The fact is, with how Nigeria is, and we've had almost 60 years of complex problems in every facet of human life. When it comes to survival, when it comes to business, when it comes to relations, when it comes to family, when it comes to anything, just Nigeria alone has made that very bad. So you think that an Igbo president coming in for the next 4 years after 2023 is going to fix all that in 4 years? Please, let's be realistic. And it's like you're pushing for Igbo presidency, but you're not. Okay, let me finish reading before I say anything. While talking about alleged marginalization in the Southeast, or that the Southeast is suffering under Muhammadu Buhari government, the Igbo youth leader said marginalization of Igbo did not start with the recent or present administration, but started from 1970 when none of the 3 hours of general government was implemented in any part of Igbo land. Igbo have faced marginalization since 51 years. Damn. The Igbo youth leader also said youth will not go to war while fighting themselves. If the elders caused war, the youth will force the elders to go and fight the war. The youth must know that the Igbo nation belongs to them, so we must seek their survival by every peaceful means. Any crisis or violent acts that affect youth more than elders. So I want to urge my people, no matter the provocation, we can never pick guns or any other weapon to go to war against any ethnic nationalities in Nigeria again. Being as honest as I can be, I'm not listening when it comes to accurate. I'm trying to be objective here. See, when it comes to accurate, consistent, and coherent arguments, I'm not looking to Ohanaeze, let alone the youth council. All of them. Like, I'm so sorry. Arguments here are just so vague. They're not in depth. They're just there. They lack depth. Like what is being said is just like. The title is Igbo people will know if to quit Nigeria by 2022. Listen, they're already done. Except for the sycophantic ones who really want something, who have been selected. I don't know, who have the connections to still survive in this country. Those are the ones. The sycophants like Joy Bokwe, the likes of them. And all that. So it's like, okay, fine. We get that. But it's just like, don't then involve the whole of the Southeast into what you think, And honestly, with the way the Southeast is so divided, there's literally no point even speaking at this point because it's not going to lead anywhere. The argument now that they say is that for you to stop all these things, all these bad things happening in the Nigerian state, it means that an Igbo man or Igbo person would have to be president. And it's just like, so that's a saving grace. So what, more than 60 years of doom will be fixed in 4 years? Is that what you're trying to say? Does not make sense at all. So yeah, it's just like that argument is just wrong. Like, huh? Because you think that, fine, Igbo people want to be president, fine. But then it's like, do you just assume there'll be nationwide satisfaction that, you know what, an Igbo person is president? What if, look at the setup, because really and truly, if an Igbo person is meant to be president, they have to step up and start doing the well and doing the most from day one, because if they should mess up or something does not align, trust, there are people who pretend, oh yeah, Igbo presidency, but would jump out, and their tribalism will literally jump out, and they're like, oh, look at you, and start insulting, and then obviously go back to, you know, the tribe stereotypes and, you know, insult and just disrespect, you know. So it's obviously a thing. I mean, I don't even think most want an Igbo presidency at this point. I know that there's been ethnic clashes, but being objective, because we have to be objective and unbiased, even if the next president is Fulani or Hausa, I don't even think Nigerians will ever even vote. That is like the slimmest chance. But I'm trying to be objective here. What really matters is, despite the person's, or regardless, in spite of, nevertheless, just taking that aside, the person's ethnicity, worst case for Nigeria, let's say the person is a Fulani person again. As long as they're good and they're competent, that is really all that matters. That is literally all that matters. All this extra is just an avenue to cause division, to distract ourselves, and then what we're meant to look at and fight against or fight towards, we don't. We lose focus and we are distracted. So what happens? We achieve nothing. And that's how we're played, because when we are distracted, that's our most vulnerable moment, and that is when, you know, those that do not have the best interest of Nigerians at heart will misbehave, really. Misbehave. That's it. Somebody here says, non-entities parading themselves as Igbo youth with no single Igbo youth interest in their heart. Keep waiting on your quest to become Nigeria president. If you're waiting for a presidential ticket, Mbok, sorry, is your name. Nothing on earth will make them give Igbo man president. With the history of Igbos and the government, you now think in your wildest dreams that an Igbo man will smell the four corners of the vice president office, let alone the president. Why? No. Why? No. Think that you are in power. Think that you're a friendly person in power. You're selfish. You only think about yourself. Why? Why would you just give out what you've worked for, or you've stolen for, all your corrupt efforts? Why would you do all that and then hand it over to a set of people who have not even officially forgiven you for what you did to them, let alone them recounting the atrocities and violations you have done to them and their people from 1960, since 1960? Yeah, it would just be an absolute foolish move. And even if it is that an Igbo person is president, it's most likely for the most likely for the public approval, all that, and it just doesn't work like that. Put what you think about it, and don't forget to like and subscribe.